me. So say hi.
Guys.
This is my Aunt Kathy, the infamous Kathy here on Lives. So she has been helping me a ton, and I feel like we've been having a blast. We've been doing a lot of like junk journaling and crafting, and she has like helped me out so much that we can do this really fun drop today. So welcome in. Let's see who we have here. I'm catching up. Oh, okay. Not Michelle. Melissa's here. Melissa, she is tuning in from a concert. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. I feel very special. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Megan. Michelle is here. Yay. Awesome. So guys, this drop today, crazy. The biggest drop I've ever done before. I think when we counted, it was 73 items, which I like recognize is insane. But I've had so much ephemera that I just desperately, when I say get rid of, I mean in the most loving way. Like I want to get rid of it so you guys can create, because
and you can buy more.
And so I can buy more. Like, let's be real. Yeah, see, she's always gonna call me out. But I have so much that like just needs to like go to you guys, like so you can create. Oh my gosh, hi Livia, hi Liz. Oh yay. Oh, Melissa couldn't miss meeting you. How sweet is that? Hey girls, so I just had so much, and so I'm going to like hop right to it. So before I do that, there's just a few things, because if I don't do it right now, I will forget. First of all, we are coming up on the Baddie for Halloween theme in October. So literally October is just a few days away, which how in the world did September go that fast? Like I feel like I blinked and it was over. So Baddie for Halloween is coming out. My mailman is picking up all the mail Monday, and so it'll be right over to you very, very soon. So stay tuned for that if you're on one of my mail tiers. And then I have my little note here. The other thing that we're doing right now is our Hello Thankmas swap. So if you're out of the loop, for November, our theme is Thankmas. So I kind of took Thanksgiving, Christmas, combined it. And so that's going to be our mail theme. But for October swap, which if you're in the Meow Mail Club, so as long as you're on the scratching post here and above, you can participate. You're doing 3 tags, a Halloween, a Thanksgiving, and a Christmas, and you swap with just one partner, and it will be so much fun. So make sure you're signed up for that. The sign up is good through the 30th, and then I'll announce partners on the 1st. So much fun stuff. Like if you did our Halloween card swap, that was an absolute blast. Oh, Liz says she needs all the items. Girl, I get it. That's how I feel anytime I see drops and swaps, and I
keep saying I'm going to buy this one.
I know. Every time I kept putting together the packs and getting ready to show you, I was like, ooh, sing it all together like that. Like, I want it. So with all that to be said, we're going to hop right into it. So my aunt's going to disappear for a little bit, and she's going to start handing me some packs. We're going to talk about everything. Like I said, 73 items today. I'm going to try to make this snappy, but if I were to give you a piece of advice, which I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I might have a piece of pencil and a paper, because I'm going to tell you the name of the pack. So if you're interested in it, I might suggest maybe just writing it down, and so that way you know what to look for when we do the drop. Melissa, I know 73 is insane. I probably will never do a drop again this big, but I don't know. Never say never, right? All right. So you want to hand me a container?
Oh, you want the whole container?
Yeah, I want the whole container. That'll work. All right, ladies, here we go. So if you are on Paws and Parcel, Kitchen Sink, Kitchen Caboodle, if you get any ephemera from me, and you're set to get it for October's mailing, which is just now going out, you probably will want to skip on this pack unless you just really want extras. So here's a little sample. This is a little mini Halloween ephemera pack, and I'm double checking here. It has 13 pieces. So I'm going to try to show you a couple versions so you can get an idea. It has a vintage Halloween pick. You're getting like a vintage treat bag, a cute little ghost. Here's a better visual of the treat bag. These are all the same, the ones I'm showing you. It's just showing you some different pieces that are in it, just depending on how I packaged it up. So I will have 7 of these little mini cuties. They're just adorable. Like, look at that witch. She's the same one that's on our membership card. So this one is super cute, especially if you don't get on, if you're not on one of my mail spots on Patreon. I know sometimes that's a little bit tricky to get on. So this would be the pack for you. If you are on that tier, you would be getting some duplicates, but it does have a pick. So that is the only thing that's like different. from some of the mail that just went out. So these are fun. They're just kind of a miniature version of the mailing. They're super cute. I don't know. Everything is just so little and adorable, and definitely very like 90s kind of retro vintage Halloween moment. So like if this kind of sweater here is your vibe, this might be your pack. So just a little mini cute moment. So I'm calling that one Mini Halloween Ephemera Pack, and that's what it will be listed on as on Etsy. Now, something different I'm going to do on Etsy this time than I've done, that I haven't done in previous drops. For these 7 packs, I'm not going to do 7 separate listings like I normally do. I'm going to do 1 listing, but there will be 7 available. So that way I feel like it's a little bit easier to shop. So just so you know, you might buy this and not see it disappear from the site. Just know that there's like multiple. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions at all, just like let me know. Hey, Melissa B. My Melissas are here. Now the next pack, this one is super adorable, okay? I'm calling this one Retro Halloween. So it has either a vintage Halloween party card, it has some trinkets, some ribbon, there's some party bags in it too. Each one is different. Like look at some of these little 90s die cuts in here. Super duper cute. Of those, I'm going to have 8, and each one of them is just a little bit different. So you might get the witch in one pack, or you might get a bat. There might be like a fun little pin. I'm trying to just show you guys some of the little like different ones here, like just so adorable. It has a vintage playing card in here too. So it's just kind of a mix of everything. There's about 20 to 24 pieces. So the difference between this is kind of a small version of the mailing, has about 13 pieces. The Retro Halloween, 20 to 24, and I have 8 of these. So I really liked this one. This one is different than what went out in the Patreon mail. Like, look at this one. Each one of them are just different. So you really don't know what you're gonna get. Each one of them is just so cute. So that is it for the Halloween ephemera pieces. So let's get those organized. And I have them upside down. Okay, I kind of might be handing you a mess, so.
What else is new?
I know. Oh, thanks, Olivia. I know, I love, and I hate calling 90s like vintage. I really should just say retro, but I don't know. I love the little retro Halloween. It's just so cute. So next up here, I kind of like got ahead of myself. So this drop I'm calling my kitchen drawer drop, because imagine a kitchen drawer just filled with randomness. That is this drop. So the first part I just showed you is the most on brand part of this drop for next month. So now we're gonna kind of just move into randomness and fun. And so buckle up, here we go. Next up here, I am a vintage greeting card hoarder. I love vintage cards. And I'm gonna show you some different packs. Now, when you see them on the Etsy listings, you'll be able to see each card that's inside of every bundle. So I'm gonna show you what it will look like on like the main thumbnail. Here are some vintage cards. You're getting about 4 or 5 depending on the card here. All of these are vintage, cute cards. They're just random in each bundle. Some of these are from the 40s, like this elephant here. And I love how it has like the age tape. So that is a fun one here. They're all like very random and cute. I loved this one here. It had a little mini cat here, a mini girl. Now, please know, like, see, this is the back of some of these cards that were like pulled out of albums. Everything is in very vintage condition, but good condition. So some of these might have writing inside them, but I don't know about you. I find that to be really precious and it feels like very authentic. So yeah. I have a couple more here to show you that are just so stinking cute. And like I said, on the listing, you'll be able to see pictures of like everything inside, but seriously, each one of these are just so adorable. I love that girl there. So cute. Oh, I love this one too. I love them all, but like, look at the little rabbits, the little stuffed ones. Super duper adorable. I think a lot of these cards are either like birthday cards, general greeting, like hope you feel better. Nothing is like a holiday. So it's just kind of more like general usage greeting cards. So these are super cute. I'm going to have 7 of these packs. And like I said, either 4 to 5 cards inside each of them. So, oh, I'm just like looking at this one and I'm like, do I have to put this one up? I just love the little dog.
You do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh, she's so mean to me, making me get rid of
Right.
all of my fun stuff. But no, these are really cute. And I do have vintage Christmas cards that I'll put in bundles too. So that will be coming up next. So these will be a part of the drop. It'll just be called Vintage Card Bundle. So we do have those coming up. I need a sip of water because I feel like I'm talking a million miles a minute. Okay, next up here. I'm really excited for these because I have been hoarding these the longest and I need to part ways. So I am doing some vintage playing card bundles. Each of these packs will have 24 cards in them. I'm gonna show you what they look like. Each card bundle is going to be totally different. Like this one here has 24 pieces here. Here's like an example of like one of the cards you would see. I would say 99% of the cards in this are like truly vintage. There might be maybe one, possibly two at most that are more like on the newer side, but truly everything is vintage. Like here's some ideas of what you might expect. So like some slapjack, some yogi cards. Like look at these little ones here. Just, oh, I showed you one like that. Like, look at that Donald. Oh, I love these ones too. So everything in here, like I said, mostly vintage, maybe like 1 to 2 max that are on the newer side, but everything's super cute and really adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh, Melissa, I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe Melissa can get a personal shopper for this drop. You know what, guys? Like, watch I say this and be totally wrong. I mean, obviously the goal is to like, you know, sell out whatever you put into your Etsy shop, but I'm really hoping I can have a little bit of stock in my shop. I mean, and that's obviously a really good problem to have. But obviously one of the biggest complaints I sometimes hear is there's nothing in your shop when I go to, you know, Kitsch-en Kitsch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So with me putting 73 items, I'm hoping there will be a little bit of inventory, especially for some of our friends who might be busy on this day here. So, all right, here we go. So I'm gonna put those cards up. Like I said, I'm gonna have 6 of those, 24 cards inside of each of them, okay? Next up here, I'm trying to make this snappy, so hopefully I'm not dragging you along. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, and all the price points for this drop, I'm still working on a few, but I'm gonna have some things that are cheap as like $5.95, $6.95, and going on up from there. So like these die cuts are gonna definitely be on the inexpensive side because I'm trying to provide a lot of different access points so that everyone can join in here. I have some vintage pet packs. So these are just pet die cuts. Like look at this vintage girl and the dog.
Oh, the reproductions.
And they're reproductions, okay? But they're super adorable. I'm trying to show you one that you can see like a little bit more of, like that cute big dog back there. Super adorable. And yes, aren't these just awesome? So these are the vintage pets. Oh, and here's a better one of that dog I was trying to show you. Oh, what a good little helper. Okay, here's that one dog I just really wanted to show you. So this is the vibe. Cute, kind of 50s, slightly 60s style pets. They are gonna all be in this pack here. So in this one here, you're going to get 5 die cuts. So it's just a fun little, you know, ephemera pack there. Do you want your dog back so we don't lose it?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, hold on. You'll be inside. Oh, Michelle, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, vintage pets. Next up here, this is another die cut pack. I'm going to have 7 of these, and inside each of these packs, you're gonna get 10 die cuts. Again, vintage inspired. These are just so cute and happy. And again, a little bit out of season, but I am clearing house out. So here's some little spring yellow kind of vintage kids. Think of hanging out in the sun. So these are perfect for the seasons to come here and perfect to stock up on. These are just super fun. Let me see if I can show you one that has a different one in the front, like this girl. Very bright yellow clouds, just really sweet. So that one is going to be the Sunny Days pack, 7 of them, 10 die cuts inside. So That one
I
was
think
super
there's
cute.
Kids playing on a swing or
Yeah, there's like kids playing on a swing. There's like a little merry-go-round, not merry-go-round, I'm sorry, like a carousel, some kids on there. So these are super sweet and precious. This would be really great for like a yellow themed ephemera kit. Not everything's yellow in here, but that's kind of like the bright, cheery vibe of these little die cuts. So these are super fun too. Oh, hey Joy, I'm glad you made it. I know you were anxious to join us and it's your first live. So thanks for hanging out. Okay, so that is Happy Days, Happy Days. Okay. Next up here, we're gonna kind of continue like the little yellow springy vibes. So let's see here. Okay, this one here is a big ephemera pack. It looks small, but don't let the size fool you. It is jam-packed here. This is called Rainy Days. It has 30 pieces of ephemera inside. I'm gonna kind of give you a little bit of a quick pick there. It has a lot of vintage girl die cuts. Again, newly done, but it has some paper in here. It has some ribbon, some different little die cuts throughout. Very spring, very happy. So if you're newer to my Patreon, I did have some more like springy themes when I first started, but I was still a small account, but I was very, very tiny at that time. So that's why I have a lot of like really fun stuff left that I would love to share with you and put into like really neat packs like this. So that is the Rainy Day one, 30 pieces there.
and did you say all yellow?
Yep. So this one might be my fave, but they're kind of all my fave. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. Okay, you know the teacher in me. I love anything that's like 90s, 2000s, Carson DeLosa. Are you ready for this? Look at the sun. Look at the sun. Oh my gosh. When I saw this pack, I was like, I need this, but I think I saved myself a sun, but otherwise I'm sending them off. This is the mellow yellow ephemera. I'm going to have 4 of these. And inside, it has various little pieces of trim, different yellow pieces, some stamped pages here. It does have some die cuts. You're gonna get that really awesome big, oh, you have it there, thank you. Look at this sun. I am obsessed. I don't know if anyone else thinks this is as cool as I do, but it's the teacher in me. So you will get a sun, and like I said, it's pretty large, and so this would be really fun on a page. So you are gonna get that sun inside the pack. It does have like a little cool keychain in here. So odds and ends, like here's a Rainbow Bright yellow game card. So it just kind of has a mix of vintage vibes, a little bit of new, a lot of yellow. And then like, here's like, I love a little party bag. So, I mean, that's kind of like the theme of my packs. Random, fun, and a little bit of everything. So that is the Mellow Yellow pack. And then back here, these are so fun. Okay, I love a tangible item, and I try to always put one in my ephemera packs whenever possible. Thanks, Melissa B and the other Melissa. Thank you guys. I'm glad you're liking them. Let me get some more water here. So with the holidays coming up, and especially like Thanksgiving, you know, a lot of cooking is probably going to be happening. And so this might be the pack for you. Are you ready? So cute. This is a little cooking pack, and you even get a little kitchen utensil. Like, are you joking me? I'm really excited for the utensil, and I didn't save myself one. So whoever gets all these little cute kitchen utensils, I'm gonna be jealous. But you get a little grandma here, and you get a little baker girl. There's some actual vintage cookbook pages here in the back that you'll get with some really pretty pictures. Like picture like 50s ice cream and gelatin recipes. It's like super cute, and the pictures are in color. And then you get like a little paper bag. There's some little like retro inspired like tags in here. Vintage paper.
Pieces.
Thank you. There's 23 pieces inside. So here's one with the whisk. It'll be random. Again, there'll be one listing. So the tool might be slightly different, but otherwise everything's going to be pretty much the same. Might be like a different recipe. But there's one with the whisk. There's one here with this little, gosh, what do you call the strainer? Thank you. The strainer. And then there's one here with the fork. So I got really excited for the little utensils. So I'm going to have 3 of the cooking packs. And then, like I said, 23 pieces are going to be inside each of those. So these are fun and just different. And I love all the little die cuts too. Okay, what do we got up next? We haven't done that one yet. Okay, so more kind of on that, we're gonna go back a little bit to some springy stuff here. Like I said, this is a big drop. So if you might have to go back on the replay, and feel free to like fast forward me if you need to like write down any of these. So I do have some more die cuts here. So I have a set of these vintage spring girls. There's going to be 8 of these, and I believe you're getting, if I remember right, there's 4 girls inside, I'm almost certain. So there's one here with this cute puppy, girl holding flowers, an umbrella. Let me see if there's one here.
Yes, there's 4.
There is 4. Like here's that purple one with the dogs. This one is probably one of my most favorite die cuts I've ever seen. I really like that one. So again, you'll get 4 girls inside this pack here, and I will have 8 of these ones. So lots of fun little different die cuts here too. So that is the vintage spring girls. Okay. I do have a rainy day ephemera kit here. So this one has 30 pieces. It's going to have a lot of little different trinkets inside, like some cool beads, some bows. It does have a few of the die cuts in here. So if you want like the bigger pack, this would kind of fulfill that. It has some ribbon, some different little like die cuts, some ephemera pieces here, some vintage paper. So very bright, very happy, very spring. So this is perfect for a little bit while into the year, but
It's the best one.
this one's my fave, okay? They're all my fave. So I also have a 50s pack here, and this one has over 35 pieces. I think it actually has 39. Derek counted it, so let's hope he's right. But are you ready? Look at this one. So this one has some 50s girls. It even has actual like 50s inspired trinkets. These are like little cake toppers. So a girl on the phone, a record, maybe like her boyfriend talking on the phone with her. And then you get all these girl die cuts in the back. So, I mean, this is a massive pack, has a little bit of everything. We have another girl here, some paper bags, some guest checks, lots of fun papers in here. The trim, like this pink one with the gray sparkles, absolutely love. So if you're craving a little vintage, little 50s date night, listening some music, talking on the phone, this is a good pack too. So really fun, very bright, a very happy pack. Michelle, is Melissa putting you to work over here as a personal shopper? I love it. That's so sweet. Thanks, Melissa B. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Next up here, and I'm trying to make this snappy for you guys since it's a Saturday. Now we're going to put away our spring hat for a minute, and we're going to move on to Christmas. And in this next month, you might see a little bit of Christmas from me, but I kind of give a little bit of love to Halloween and Christmas. So this next pack, I think this one's definitely going to be a crowd favorite. So
There's only one.
there's only one, and I kind of want it, but
You can't have it.
my mean aunt won't let me have it. Michelle wants everything. Girl, me too. But this is why it has to go, because it's not doing me any good. Are you ready? So cute. So this one here is a little vintage Christmas pack. It has over 20 pieces. It has vintage cake topper. It has an angel head here. Could you imagine her on a little charm?
The ornament.
There's a little vintage ornament, like inspired like by like, you know, 90s, 2000s school style. Look at some of the paper that's in the back there. Absolutely adorable. Some really cute trim. And I believe you can't see it in here. I'm gonna see if you can see the little snowman. I'm gonna move her over. Yep. See that little vintage snowman? That is actually like a vintage Christmas card. So, I mean, this is an awesome kind of well-rounded pack. So if you're feeling a little Christmassy, you have a little bit of festivity in your heart, this might be your pack. So she's so cute. I'm gonna miss her, but moving on. This is another like fun Christmas pack. It has a lot of vintage wrapping paper. I'm gonna call this one Victorian Christmas. So if you kind of like the truly vintage Christmas, this one might be for you. So this one has some actual like vintage like Christmas style cards and die cuts. Has some really fun trim and some very like different like vintage Christmas style wrapping paper. There might be like this one here is a little bit more modern, but it has some fun retro pieces in here. And I want to make sure you guys see this. I'm going to zoom that in here. There's a fun little vintage Christmas like cupcake topper. So this is just kind of a fun Victorian vintage Christmas
I
bag.
think this is the one that they're actually large sheets. Then you
Yes.
have to wrap a small gift.
Okay. The wrapping paper in here is like large. So it's been folded over a few different times. So it's not just like a small sheet, like you're getting several, like it will expand out to be like several sheets wide. So small but mighty, and just kind of a fun, truly vintage Christmas pack there.
This one's the small sheets.
Okay, this one's really cute. I love this one. So this is kind of more like a 90s mix of like, picture like old style scrapbooking. I love it. So here's another little vintage Christmas pack here. So we have this awesome Santa, the tree. This one has some really fun vintage wrapping paper. Now the wrapping paper in this one is going to be like on the smaller side, not as much as in the pack I just showed you. Here's an example of some of the little like book page die cut here. It's kind of like a thicker plastic, not plastic, I'm sorry, like cardboard. So it has some fun little pieces in here. There's some trinkets down here at the bottom, and the wrapping paper is just super precious. This one here says Christmas, and I believe there's another tag behind it that says joy. So just a lot of little fun Christmas odds and ends. You're also getting a, not a cupcake topper, but I think it laid on like a cake, but doesn't have an actual like pick, but it's just really cute. I had one of these in my birthday journal and I just glued it onto a page. So these are really fun and just kind of like a little physical, tangible element here. And it has a little white dove as well. So that is my last Christmas pack. Okay, let's talk about my last, no, not my last. I still have one more thing after this.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the mystery grab bags. So if you have been on my Patreon since the very beginning, since April, this might not be the pack for you, but it could be unless you're just wanting like a lot of different stuff. In these packs, I either have past themed items or I have some odds and ends that just didn't really fit into anything I was showing you today. So they're mystery grab bags. Everything is about 2¼ ounces.
Yeah, there's so many pieces we can't count them.
There were so many pieces I couldn't count them. So they might look small, but they're loaded. So like I said, about 2½ ounce, just under 2½ ounces worth of material. It will either be past Patreon like die cuts, items, playing cards that just didn't really fit into bundles, odds and ends. These are really fun. Oh, Michelle, you've been there since before the beginning. You're so sweet. But I'm gonna give you kind of an idea. So like you're getting some vintage playing cards, you're getting some fall, you're getting some Christmas, you're getting like here's one of those die cut girls I was showing you earlier, but not enough to create a whole pack worth. So like, even though these are like my, I don't wanna say scraps because that sounds like it's not very exciting. Like these are like, I don't want to sound like up, like these are like good, like fun pieces. Let's go with that. Good fun pieces, not just like randomness that, I mean, it is random, but I think you get what I'm saying. Like just some fun stuff, like different little pockets, envelopes, fun things like that, die cuts. Like here's an idea. Vintage girls are in here. These packs are loaded.
It's just all miscellaneous.
Right. There's no theme. They're just, I mean, everything that's ever been in Kitsch and Kitsch plus things in my drawer that never made it into a pack. So really, your gain, my loss. They're really awesome. Yes, Melissa,
Melissa.
a potpourri of love. That's, oh, like, look at this one with all the girls. Just, I even see Care Bears in here, vintage cards, stickers. There's a lot. Oh, see that little owl peeking up? Like, so truly all of these are just random. They are discounted to reflect that they're not like a themed pack. So this is really perfect for someone who's maybe just getting started in junk journaling, or you're wanting to build up your stash, or you're new to Kitsch and Kitsch and you're like, oh, I missed those themes. Well, probably getting a little bit of everything in these. So these are the mystery grab bags. I will have 7 of these and about just under 2.5 ounces worth of product. So these are chunky. Okay, throw those bad boys in there. My very last item for the drop. Oh, 2 items. I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you. That's what I was looking for next. So I have this problem, and if there's any other creators for Patreon on here, please weigh in and tell me if you have this problem too. I am so guilty, and it's only been in the last few months where, let's say I have 20 people I have to send mail to for Patreon, and I usually create like 1 to 2 extras thinking that will cover everything. And then I somehow end up with like 5 or 6 items, and it's only been in these last couple months. And so I'm sitting on fully curated kits that, you know, I can only do so much with. So if you were not on my Paws and Parcel, Kitchen Sink, or Kitchen Caboodle last month, and you would like the fall mail that everyone received on Patreon, I have 3 leftover ephemera kits. So this will just only be the fall mail from last month. No charm, just all the paper, stickers, all the fun handmade goodies. I have 3 of these kits left that I would love to share with you. Okay, so I'm not alone, right? Like, maybe this month I'll do a better job at not making too many, but Patreon can be crazy sometimes. Hey, Nicole, glad you're here. It's good to see you. Yeah, you too, Melissa, making extra. I don't know, losing my mind. Okay, so 3 of those fall into September mail kits will be available. This is Aunt Kathy's favorite, and I will give her full credit. She pilfered through all my stuff.
Yes, I did.
Took my toys away from me.
Yes, I did.
And made
your box.
And took my box and made a trinket. She made a really cool trinket box to put in the shop. So this was her big creation. So everyone get excited. I only have 1 of these trinket boxes. Like I said, she stole all my stuff from me. So here we go. First of all, before I get into it, you're gonna get an actual vintage Cabbage Patch card box, and the card box is what's going to hold all the trinkets. So yes, you do get the box when I show you the trinkets. It's just really fun and cute. I have to give her full credit here. It's awesome. Melissa's oohing and awing. That's the spirit, Melissa. Good job. So it's going, I'm trying to hold it well. You get an, maybe I'll do it this way. You're gonna get an actual vintage Cabbage Patch doll here. So she's super cute with her little star wand and her little ballerina tutu. You're gonna get like an acrylic. This one I would say is definitely kind of like retro 80s, a little bit of mix of everything, a little strawberry shortcake keychain, Care Bear, little pink elephant. I mean, just some fun trinkets. I love this Coke bottle, and it just says cola. Okay, it's a little Coke bottle, super duper cute. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I know, she did a really good job. A little disco ball, if you're feeling fancy, a little charm moment here. Thanks, Nicole. Let me set those down for a minute. I might have to have you arrange it back how you had it all cute, because I kind of messed it up. A little gnome. Look at the little pink hairbrush. So cute. Adorable. Little bobbin. I kind of want this trinket box.
She has more stuff, guys. I'm just looking for boxes.
Okay, guys, I had a trinket jar and she cleared it out. I have no trinkets left. So it had some buttons.
There was nowhere to sit.
I'm just gonna move on. Some fun little chains here. Oh my gosh, Melissa says I should rename this to the Aunt Kathy trinket box. I had labeled it as retro trinket box, but that's kind of funny. Little cat. I mean, just has some like really cool pieces. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. She's so cute. This little like Polly Pocket-esque style little clam. I mean, so cute. Love that. And another button. So, I mean, really cute odds and ends. So that is my only little trinket box. Might be more in the future.
Today.
You steal my trinkets.
I've got a couple more days.
No. Okay, like I said, I'm clearing house out. So, and you do get the little Cabbage Patch box. So if you buy this, when I mail it to you, I might like box up your trinkets a little bit more delicately, because I don't know if I can get everything to fit in the box perfectly, but we'll figure that out. You get everything here. Okay. Is that
That's everything.
everything?
That does it.
73 items in under 35 minutes. Stop. She's trying to go through my trinkets again. So anyway, like I said, 73 items, a little bit of everything. It's going to be a really fun drop, and hopefully there's just a little bit of everything for everyone. Do we have any questions at all? Because I feel like I kind of went through everything fast, but I'm trying to protect your Saturday and let you have fun with your family and enjoy your day rather than hearing me yap about my drops. So let me know if we have any questions or if we're good. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. While you guys are thinking on questions or anything, I'm going to be doing a really fun charm drop next. Can I see some of those real quick?
These?
Yeah. So while we're thinking on that,
I started to show them off.
I have a lot of Cabbage Patch dolls that I've been hoarding for months, but they were kind of out of season, not the right time of year. And I think I've shown these on a previous live, but we might have all forgotten. So I'm going to be doing a Christmas Cabbage Patch charm drop very soon. So I wanted to show you like a few of these. She is awesome. So just like stay tuned. We have some fun stuff in the works. You know, I keep trying to like be a good host to my aunt and spend time with her, but you know, she just wants to keep,
1 o'clock this morning, I wanted to make a charm.
You were wanting to make charms with me, which is so sweet. So I'm definitely taking advantage of some help while I'm here, but I don't know if I showed her yet. So cute. So these are in the works. So lots of fun stuff. Did I not show her?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did. I mean, I would literally die if I had anyone. I know, little slippers. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Joy. Yeah, so that's probably what's coming next. I do have some Halloween charms that I want to do too. So just a lot of fun randomness. So just make sure when you're like seeing stuff for me, you might see some Christmas, you might see some Halloween. I think I'm done with spring for now after this drop. So that's usually how it goes. Just a lot of randomness, but okay, apparently we don't have any questions. Okay, well, that's good. If you have any questions before I drop, just let me know. We do have it at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you saw my Patreon post during the first few minutes, I had to accidentally put 7 p.m. Eastern. So I will have everything live, all 73 items in the shop. But I think it'll be a really fun drop. Like I said before, in case you join the live later, don't forget we have the Hallow Thankmas swap open till end of day on September 30th. You'll have one partner, you swap 3 holiday tags. It'll be a lot of fun. And then I will send all of our details for October here in just a couple days, which cannot believe it's almost October. This month flew by so fast. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Joy. Yeah, I love Cabbage Patch Kids. It's funny, when I was a kid, my mom, she was so mean about them. I had one and she told me how ugly it was. So every time I see a Cabbage Patch Kid, I immediately think of what she says in my mind, but I think they're really cute. I love Cabbage Patch Kids. Well, let me know. Do we think Cabbage Patch Kids are ugly or cute? I think they're so adorable. And then they smell.
They're so ugly, they're cute.
You think they're like ugly cute?
Yes.
I think they're just cute. And then they smell so good. Like the Cabbage Patch smell. And then like, I love them. I think they're adorable. Maybe I'm on my own, but I think they're really cute. But so if you're a Cabbage Patch lover like me, I'm going to have, I think, 13 of those charms. Yeah. So, all right, friends. Well, I hope we all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for taking some time to hang out with me. Like I said, that drop is at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is linked on my Patreon. And I'm excited for you. So, all right, girls. Well, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk soon. All right. Bye.